Today is day 30 of the Omer. If you were able to join us last night for both the blessing and the prayer, then we invite you to join us tonight for both the blessing and the prayer. However, if you weren't able to say the prayer last night, then we invite you to join us for just the prayer tonight.
Baruch atah Yahweh Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kedeshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu al seferat ha'omer. Blessed are you, Father Yahweh, King and ruler of the universe, who has set us apart with his mitzvot and commanded us concerning the counting of the Omer.
Today is 30 days, which is 4 weeks and 2 days of the Omer.
May the merciful one restore unto us the service of the Bet HaMikdash to its place, speedily in our days. Amen. Selah. For the choir master, a song with instrumental music, a psalm. May Yahweh be favorable to us and bless us. May he make his countenance shine upon us forever. That your way be known on earth, your salvation among all nations. The nations will extol you, O Yahweh. All the nations will extol you. The nations will rejoice and sing for joy. For you will judge the peoples justly and guide the nations on earth forever. The peoples will extol you, O Yahweh. All the peoples will extol you. For the earth will have yielded its produce, and Yahweh our Almighty One will bless us. Yahweh will bless us, and all from the farthest corners of the earth shall fear him. We implore you by the great power of your right hand, release the captive, accept the prayer of your people, strengthen us, purify us, Yawesome One, Mighty One, we beseech you, guard as the apple of the eye those who seek your oneness. Bless them, cleanse them, bestow upon them forever your merciful kadoshness. Powerful, set apart one, in your abounding goodness, guide your congregation. Only an exalted one, turn to your people who are mindful of your kadoshness. Accept our supplication and hear our cry, you who know secret thoughts. Blessed be the name of the esteem of his kingdom forever and ever. Master of the universe, you have commanded us through Moshe your servant to count Seferat HaOmer in order to purify us from our evil and uncleanness. As you have written in your Torah, you shall count for yourself from the day following the day of rest, from the day on which you bring the Omer as a wave offering. The counting shall be for 7 full weeks. Until the day following the 7th week shall you count 50 days, so that the souls of your people Israel may be cleansed from their defilement. Therefore, may it be your will, Yahweh our Mighty One, and the Mighty One of our scriptural forefathers, that in the merit of the Seferat HaOmer, which I counted today, the blemish that I have caused in the Seferah Gevurah Shebechod be rectified, and I may be purified and set apart with supernal kadoshness. May abundant bounty thereby be bestowed upon all the worlds. May it rectify our nefesh, ruach, and neshama from every baseness and defect, and may it purify and set us apart with your supernal kadoshness. Amen. Selah.
How often do you think about yourself? Have you ever thought about that? In a given day, people can have thousands of thoughts, and quite frankly, most of them end up being about ourselves. Did I handle that situation well? How did I do in that conversation? Oh, I shouldn't have said that. I think I was being rude. What should I have for lunch today? What's the next step of my career? I need to prepare for that presentation tomorrow. This week with Hode, we are experiencing humility, reflection, and gratitude. The reason I gave examples of questions or ways that we are consumed with ourselves in our own head, thinking about ourselves, is because with Hod, we have to understand what true humility even means. What is required in order to have true humility? What boundaries we have to set, what limits we have to set, that Gevurah within Hod, which is what we're focused on today. What limits and boundaries do we have to set in order to have true humility? The Hod humility, that true humility, that does not mean that you should think less of yourself. It is not about you not being confident in yourself and knowing that you can do all things through Father Yahweh, all things that you set your mind to. But rather, true humility means that you should think of yourself less. Because when we think of ourselves less, we automatically think of others more. Hod is about learning how to reflect a clearer picture of reality. Yesterday, we talked about Hod being the attribute through which prophecy is revealed. Well, that is because people that hear from Father Yahweh about the past, the present, or the future, they're people who are not thinking about themselves. That's why Father Yahweh blesses them with visions of communities, of nations, of families, of the universe. Yes, they can, of course, understand themselves in that vision, but the capacity to be able to think of other people often and frequently is a requirement of a prophet, which is because it is a requirement to have the true sense of Hod. In Tehillim 119:36, it says, "Incline my heart to your witness and not to my own gain." As we are in Gevurah within Hod today, draw a boundary, set a limit about how much you think about yourself. When you find yourself thinking about yourself, instead, incline your heart to Father Yahweh's creation. Witness other people. Witness the birds, the bees, the trees. Think about the other person you're speaking with versus you speaking to that other person. Because when we learn that boundary of thinking of ourselves less is important, then we've taken an integral step to realizing what true Hod, true humility is. Shalom, friends.